Alright, as yesterday we finished the last video working on the quests. After the video ended, I went ahead and added the location points for the quest just to keep me forgetting to add them in later. But as of right now, we don't have any quests info whatsoever because we haven't created the stored procedure in the database yet to get anything. So first let's look at the first stored procedure and what we need for it, which is right here. So it looks like we at least need the quest ID. So let me come over here, go to stored procedures. We're going to do a new stored procedure. It's going to take this name. And we'll just highlight and paste the name there. We see we're not passing no parameters. So we can get rid of the parameter section. Alright. Now we need the quest ID. And is that it? Let's see. No. Quest ID, quest name, description. Okay, so now we got a list. So let's start with the quest. Just gathering all the quests, and right here this should just list one quest. Yep, and gives us the information. See, I added these two columns in yesterday. So now all we've got to do is just add the column names to it. And that's going to be quest ID, quest name, description, reward XP, reward gold. Oops, not reward fold, reward gold. Alright, and that's all we're going to get from it because we're just getting this data here. So let me go ahead and execute that. That's good. So now we can put this here and we'll run the program and make sure we're pulling in those values. So I'm just looking at this section right here. We just trying to get all the items. Here we go. Now I should not get a null. Let me just go back over here to Quest Factory. And then we can go right here too. We'll just click play. Oh, it did return null, didn't it? No, it's got a table. Yep, okay, so we did get some items. So that's a plus there. And then let's go ahead and build our second stored procedure. This one does have a parameter. Okay. And then we're getting the reward items. I can actually do this two ways, but instead of anyways. So let's, what are we doing? Oh yeah, we're building this thing from the reward items. So let's pull up that. Change this back to the star. Okay. That's why. There we go. We want to get it where the, what is it? The quest ID is equal to it. Quest ID. So that takes care of that one. Alright, and what do we need the game ID, and we need the quantity. And let's see here. Right. Quest ID, quantity, game item, reward item ID. Okay, we don't need a reward item ID, but we can join up the other table with, as you see, I got two tables here. I got the rewards and the requirements, which actually this is the requirements I was doing. This is the awards I was doing, but nonetheless. And we can simply come over here and separate the identities. We can call this alias, that one is QR. So I need to come over here, QR, and then QR period. But we're going to rename the column output names. And the reason why is we need to know which one it's coming out of. So we're going to do the game item ID with a QR like I got here for quest rewards, quest reward game ID, and quest reward quantity. So we're going to do the same thing with that. And that'll take care of that one. Now we can add the other table to it, the one that I got mixed up and was supposed to do initially. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, that's what my problem is. I got these backwards. But it's okay. I'm gonna get it all kosher. And then you see how I got quest recs here and reward items here. They're actually backwards because of this, but we're not going to worry about that. And the reason we're not going to worry about it is because we're going to just implement them all together. So let's left join our table quest requirements, and then we can't name it QR. I'll call it quest rec, and we can join it on the quest ID. And there we go. And so we got that. Now we just need, oh wait, nope, we can't do that. That's why I did it that way. Never mind, scratch that last part. That's not going to work. We're going to have to keep them as separate entities. And that's okay. So there we go. Let's go ahead and make sure this is game ID and the quest reward quantity. So it'll give me one of whatever 1002 is. It's rusty sword, I know that, but you know that's in some cases you won't know what that is, or you may know. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't take it away from it. Anyways, let's move right along. I'm getting sidetracked here. All right, so these are reward items by ID. So we need to actually switch that around and then move that there. And they're the exact same thing, except one's a requirement and one's a reward. So you get different things from each one. But luckily for us, all we have to do is change this to the quest requirements. And there we go. I'll go ahead and remove the aliases off of that since they've got to remain separate. And then we'll call it requirement. Get quest item requirement by ID is what we're going to call it. And we got the game ID, and this is actually going to be amount required. Like that. And then, okay, so let's kill this. And we're going to copy this one. We're going to put it in here between these two. Alright. Just like this. Well, no, we ain't got to do it that way. We can... There we go. That way, if this is not equal to null, it's going to run these. And then let me double check here. I got them backwards the other way, so let's try this again. The bottom is our reward items, so that's good. Okay. So let's check it out and see if it's going to push all the way through. Oop, I don't think it's going to if I don't replace that over here. That'd be a booger and a half. There we go. Ooh, it didn't pull no items off of this one for the rewards. Let's see if we get something from this. And we do. Which we know that we just looked at it, it was only one reward. Or no, this is a requirements. So you had to, which is the second one that ran. So that brought down that I had to have 5 of item ID 9001. But let's go back over here and troubleshoot why we didn't get no table results from our last one. Let's refresh the screen here. And then let's go over here to get reward items. Let's modify it. Let's run it. Okay, it does run. It is good there. Let's restart our game. continue. We'll step into it and let's process down and see what's going on. There's no... Oh, yes, sir. Oh, that's right, that's right. Okay, it did run. Why is it running twice in a row? What's the stored procedure for this one? Get quest item requirements. I don't know why it's running them both at the same time. 9001, 5. Okay. Let me double check and see. Reward items. Let's see how many rows it has. See, it's saying 0 rows, so let's check it another way. Let's execute the stored procedure. This is what one way is through the GUI. Huh, it is returning a value. Why is it, let me try it this way. Just to double check on it, make sure it's running right. Yeah, it's just an empty array. Okay. So there's... No, it wouldn't be nothing to do with that. Yeah, okay, so the object does exist. Just the IntelliSense out of whack. Alright, this is getting a little weird, I guess. Oh, you know what? I think I know where the problem might be. So let's go over here to the database section. And as soon as it hits that, we will check it. There we go. Alright. Parameter name is that quest ID. Parameter value is 1, so it is sending in the right values. And then that's it. Data set up the adapter. Let's look through the data set here and see what it has to say. Tables, count equals 1 table. Alright. Let's go look inside the table. We'll look at the columns. Column count is 2. Let's see what the quest reward game item and quest reward quantity. So both of those values are there. We'll come down here to the rows. Says there's a 1. Let's expand it, non-static. No. Let's back out a little bit. Actually, let's back out quite a bit. Okay. So now we got our tables. Go to list. And then we'll go to non-public members? No. Oh my gosh. But nonetheless, we did see that the tables, there is a table that exists, and then inside the table, there, see if I can find the rows. There it is. Rows, it does have one row. And then two items, 1001, 2, and 1. So we do have the table. Okay, so let's come back over here. Let's go back to Quest Factory. Oh, I think I may know what's happening. So we'll see. Okay, there we go. Now let's check on our rows here. Okay, now it's saying we got a row. And there's our quest information. So it did add the quest information. Alright, let's see if we're going to get an error. Or if it's going to, it loaded up. Okay. Alright, we received our quest. Tells us the information. Now we just gotta complete this quest. And see, once we complete it, we gotta get, wow, that was pretty quick. Huh, we're not getting our reward. So that's something else we gotta figure out what's going on. Alright, and this is only called in the initial thing, so now I've gotta find, it's probably in the game session class. So let's go over here to game session. Where are you at? You're down here in view model. Alright. It gave us the quest because it gave us all this information. Let's see. Level up, killed. It's in here somewhere. See if we can find it. Oh, here it is. Let's check this one. There we go. Oh, it's saying there are no quests available here. Oh, because I'm not there yet. So we'll continue. Go north one more time. Let's see. Okay, we're at the herbalist hut now. We'll go north. And then next time it hits, let's see if it hits this section here. Okay, it does. Let's see what we have here. Quest complete. Should be null. Quest ID should be 1. And not Quest completed. You know, that's something I didn't check. Yep, quest is marked as... Why is that equal? That should by default at least be false. So let's go to the definition. Oh, that is the destination. Okay, so we're coming in here to the... We've got one. So this isn't returning the value properly some reason. Is completed is true. No, it didn't give us our weapon yet. That's odd, and clearly we've got 6 snake fangs. Defeat the snakes. And we only need 5. Oh, that's what the problem is it doesn't have no value here saying, hey, we have no requirements for this quest. I missed that the first time through. Okay. That's not a problem. Just got a couple things mixed up apparently. Alright, so we start off with ID, quest name, quest description, items to complete, which is an empty string, and we don't need the empty list. No, it's there. It is. Okay. So we got that there, and then we got the reward items. Oh, okay. That's what the problem is. This one is the reward items, so I could just... Gotta switch that around too. Alright, and it is in that order, right? List item quantity, items to complete. Boom. Quest requirements. Okay, so let's restart now. Well, we already shut it down. Let's start it up again and try again. And see what's going on with it now. There we go. Now it's saying it right here, return with. So let's check it out. And then once we get our 5 snake fangs, which could take a few minutes to do. We're at 3 now. One more. There we go. We go down south. And now we've cleared the garden. Ooh, we got a level up too. No, let's not use the granola bar. Okay, it didn't give us the rusty sword. We completed it, but we got no rusty swords. That's another bug that I implemented here. Yay! So there's something going on with reward items. Actually, no, let's not stop it there. Oh, you know what? We'll go ahead. That's the entry point there. Huh. It didn't even hit that. Don't tell me we're gonna have problems with this again. Alright, reward items. It's saying it's an empty array. You can tell because of the brackets there. See how this one says count equals 0 as compared to this one says nothing. Count Well, that one says count equals 0. But it shouldn't. Oh. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. There we go. I'm such a booger. It was returning the right items, it just wasn't. There it is. Game item ID does not belong to table. Okay, go away. Restart. Okay. And so we do have the everything in, oh, not there. That's not where we're working. We're over here working. So we got our reward items, and we have our quest requirements. And that'll take care of that. So I'm trying to think, mine keeps going blank. Alright, what seems to be the problem here? Let me go back and see what's going on. There we go. User unhandled. Column game ID does not belong to table. Okay, seems to be working now. Let's just double check and walk through it one more time. I know it's probably annoying trying to chase all these little bugs and what have you, but it's all part of programming. I mean, if you can remember absolutely everything, then kudos to you. Now we got our rusty sword, so we're good to go. Okay. Well, that's a relief. We'll close all that out. We got our quests implemented. We didn't need to grab the location. I mean, we can explicitly specify it here, or I could pull another data table like this and specify. You know what? That's probably the better way to do it, ain't it? We'll just reuse this data table here. So we'll come down here and we'll call this, and we'll call it get quest location, and we can leave it exactly as it is. All we have to do is make sure we specify location X and location Y as the coordinate name, the column names rather. So let's start with another new stored procedure. Let's post the name here. We got no parameters. And then here all we need to do is get location. So we're going to select the table quests, And then we're going to come up here, location X, location Y. And that matches those. So we'll run it. And then, ooh, nope, am I about to screw up? Where's the row coming from? There's that one there. There's that row there. I don't have an else statement. I bet Farmer Ted was probably missing from our world. But, oh, okay. That's not what we need. And we can also get quest ID. And here we could just say, so let's come here and do this. And we'll just copy these two over. Like that. And boom, now we got that in there. What is it missing? Oh, I know what it's missing. It's got one too many. Okay, no it don't. Alright, let's get down and dirty with it. So let's remove what we just added in. There we go, 0 and 1. So let's just do it one at a time here. Make sure we're getting it right. There's location X. Then we got location Y. And then we've got int does not contain. Oh. There we go. And then we'll do the same for this one. Right here. Except for we're going to change this to quest ID. Okay, get rid of that because we don't need to add no monsters. And now this is going to get all the quests out of the database and add them all to a location for us. So let's go back to the database and let's update the X coordinate to a 1. What is the X coordinate? What is the Y coordinate? It was the Y coordinate. Alright, we can just do it right here. We're going to update our quest. We're going to set location Y equal to 1 where quest ID is equal to 1. Alright, let's give it a test and run and make sure that we're getting it. No, we're not. So what's the details? The input string was not in correct format. do. Oh, poopy. Be quiet. Okay, let's just do, oops, I should not do that. Location X is equal to this. Location Y is equal to this with that changed. And that goes there, just like so. And so we can now take these and we could say location X, location Y, where is that connecting? That's connecting to that one, and then that one's connecting to that one, and that's it. Okay, so we just got to add the quest ID and expected. Why is that? Oh, duh. Okay. Remove that. There we go. Now let's run it again and double check, make sure our variables here are being pulled properly. It should be 0, 1, 1 in that order from top to bottom, and it's not. Oh, poopy. You're not gonna let me. I'll stop it right there. The variable, the variance, allows you to assign whatever you want to it. Input string was not in correct format. Is this? Oh, because location X is null. No wonder. So location Y and the quest. So we got to update that too. So all we got to do is change this to an X, 0. There we go. Shouldn't allow null values. I might add that constraint to it so that you can't have a null value in there. 0, 1, and quest ID does not belong to the table. This is sp get quest location, sp get quest location, so it is running the right script. Let me see what we got going on here. We go to the data table and look at the columns and get the column names. Count, results view, location X, location Y. Oh, you know what? I probably did not run it after I added that in. So let me alter it and change it. I bet that'll fix it right on up. Let's just go ahead and check. Counts as 1. Nope, we don't want to go to rows. We want to go to the data table so we can view the column count. Now the column counts 3. Come and look at the results. Okay, alrighty. Okay, and I'm going to stop it there. And the reason I'm going to stop it there is because I don't want to keep these variables here. Uh, it just takes up more memory than we need. There we go. Okay, let's give it a run and make sure our quest is populating in the right location. There we go. We still received our quest. Everything looking good. Let's test it out. Make sure that we can complete our quest and get our rewards. Make sure everything's working good before we move forward. Oh, there we go. And we did not complete our quest, however. See, no quest completion. So we'll move down south one. We'll come back over to game session. Let's check on what's going on here and why it's occurring. Okay, quest status is not equal to null. It's saying it's false. We have not completed it. Have we not completed it? Oh, we had everything we needed. The snake skins. Oh, snake fang. See, look at me being a dork again. That's what I get for being a dork, I guess. Alright, we got 8 of them so far. 9 of them. There we go. Now we've completed it. Make sure we can equip it so our quests are good. We're good on our quests. That's awesome. Alright, so now we got our traders. Let me come over here to the trader factory. I believe this is going to be our last one. Alright, so what do we have? This is where we're adding all our traders in here, and just like everything else we've done, I'm going to come back over here to Quest Factory. Okay, Monster Factory will work. And I'm going to copy this section here. We're going to go over to the Trader Factory, and I'm going to post it here. There we go. And then we'll just create a new data table. Alright, now we're in the traders. Okay, so you see we're creating a trader here, which should be in the trader class, the engine.models.trader class, and we're adding a string name to the trader, and then down here we're adding inventory items to the trader. So what we're looking so far on this screen is we're looking at a name. So let's pull up our Visio and slide to the right. Now dip, baby, dip. No, I'm kidding. Alright. And then So we need the table trader. Is that what we're gonna? Yeah, I guess that's good enough. Alright, we're gonna need a row ID for each trader. But we're not going to call it row ID, we're going to call it trader ID. It's going to be our integer primary key. And then I'm going to come down here and add some more attributes. Now we should need pretty much a similar setup as we just did with our quests with the trader, because the trader, yeah, because we got our quests and got all the information about the single quest. So our trader, we got to have everything about our trader as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a name. So let's trader name. This is going to be a varchar, and we'll give it a 30 because we have control over that. That's not user input, so we'll just keep it below 30 variables, or 30 characters rather. Okay, then and here we got the trader is going to have items. So let's get the we'll call it store inventory, and this is going to be not a good thing to do because that's messing up. So we're not going to name it store inventory. So let's go over to the trader class in the models folder, and the trader has a name, and this is just doing it this way, just auto assigns it. We don't have to, we just say the name, and then it's just going to assign the characters. But they do have a name, they do have hit points. These are hit points. What did I set those at? Oh, my mind's, there it is. Name, hit points, current hit points, and gold. Alright, so we're going to need all three of those values. Maximum hit points. Why are you not? Oh, because of your typing in there. We're going to need maximum. I just guess my fingers don't want to type. The current HP. And the gold they have on hand. Okay, now we got to create an item inventory. And the item inventory is going to be a very small table. We don't need a whole lot because we just need a identifying row. So this is store inventory ID, and it's going to be an integer primary key. This value here, though, this is going to be the trader ID, so we know which trader it belongs to. So we're going to do trader int foreign key, FK for short, and here we need to know what the game item is. And this is also going to be a foreign key integer, and that's it, because we got the game ID is somewhere in here. There it is. Found it. So any information we need to know about the items that the traders have, we can join that table and pull that, which we really don't need to because the game's doing it itself. So here we're going to do table store inventory. No, let's do trader inventory. I like that better. Yeah, so I'll just change all the ones where I had store. There we go. And I believe that is all we're going to need from this. Now we could change this. This isn't a hard to change. We could take this base out and just make the assignments here. Whatever, we could leave it. That's fine for me too. Okay, let's go over here, throw you there. We don't want to save, and we're going to start a new query. And because we have a relationship here, and the relationship's going to be one trader to many items in their inventory, see one to many, we're going to have to start with the trader table and then build the trader inventory table underneath that. So come over here and make sure that our selected the database we're working in is the proper database. So we're going to create a table called table trader, and in this table we're going to need the trader ID. It's going to be an integer primary key, and it's also going to have an identity. And I'll take, no, we don't want 15, 19. No, 19's too high. We'll do 7, just to be different. And then here we're going to need the trader name. Oops, we need a capital N. It's going to be our varchar, what I say, 30. Man. There we go. We got the maximum HP. It's going to be integer, but we can also set a default. Oops, forgot my. Same with the current hit point. And then last, the gold as well. It's an integer. And we'll set the default to this. Alright, now we got this table ready to go. Let's go ahead and create the inventory. Oops, wrong button. There we go. So the trader inventory ID is an integer primary key. And we're going to do the identity. We're going to set this one at 1100. It's going to be our first count. We're going to count by, I don't know, let's count by 11. No. We'll just count by 1. That's fine, because I'm having a brain fart. And then we got the trader ID, and this is an integer foreign key, and this is going to reference the table trader. I forgot the S on that, that's why that's highlighted, but the trader ID. So let me add this to this real quick, and that clears itself up. And then this one here is going to be the game item ID. It's going to be integer foreign key, and I spelled that wrong. And we're going to reference the table game item, and then we're going to do the game item ID. Is that correct? Please tell me that's correct. I don't want to poop. Alright. Oh, that's why. Now is that correct? Invalid column name. Go figure. Oh, it's just item ID. Okay, okay. Is that better? You happy? Let's see. Yes, you are. Okay. So that takes care of that. Alright, let's go back to our game here. And let's... What were we doing? We were doing Trader Factory. Okay, and as you see, these traders aren't listed by ID like we have the items and things like that. Although they do take an item ID, but they're actually listed by their names here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to insert into our trader table, which one, I didn't update my IntelliSense. And then all we need to enter into this one is the name and the other stuff that I can't remember. Okay. Trader name, maximum HP. Well, we don't have to specify anything else, just the trader name. That's it. Because we set defaults on the last three. The first one is Susan. I know one of them's Ted. And then I know one of them, I don't know one of them. Pete. Pete the herbalist. And it's Farmer Ted for my information. There we go. So we'll insert those into there. Alright, then we come down here. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot. I did forget something. How long have I been recording? Only an hour? Oh, dang it. Alright, I'm trying to keep them around an hour, so at least we got it built today. Tomorrow we'll press on and get the rest of this stuff done. We'll come in here. One of the things I forgot in the table was the sell price. I don't know if... Yeah, I'd rather not use this price. This be like the buy price. And then down here in the trader table that we just created, the trader items, we'll make that into a, where are you at? Oh, that's stored procedures. That's why I can't find it. But in the trader inventory, see, I just got the ID and the game ID, but we don't have a sale price for the item. We'll need a sale price for the item as well. And we'll take care of that tomorrow. Actually, I'm probably going to press on. It's been an hour, but I'm not done, and I don't want to keep y'all too busy too long. So thank you for watching, and see you later.